Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, live in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
David Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
6-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. the consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Third and 2, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
And the
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Browns 7, Texans nothing.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Vernon Hargraves on the tackle. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Browns.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. But Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Brian Anger now. As the ball, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, they didn't have the normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Damon Harrison in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here's Brian Anger now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Yard punt, return of 9. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
That's good.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
8-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I have a few questions about that throw, because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Bryant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy. Single, single slot, slam. Check 50.
Mayfield on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mike 51. Hey, what's the ball? Run. 51. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he almost had it for the pick.
Mayfield.
A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
4 down. 51 to Mike. Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I got you, son. You're all mine, baby.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, practice
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Kareem Hunt, the ball.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
43-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Regular. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Up. 51's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 51's the mic.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. It's a foot race. 30, the 20, 10, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Right here, guys.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
6-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Now a man back from a serious knee injury. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Miller. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Lamar Miller.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
The kick.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Browns 35, Texans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
29 is Mike 29.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 29. Better bring it. You better bring it. Alert. You better bring it. Check 24. Check 24. Hey,
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Following the interception, Mayfield looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's 89. Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Out of the gun, Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
To Duke Johnson.
A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Texans.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, D. Let's go. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Not here. 29 is the Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Silver. 26. Mike 29.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Third and long, it's Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check. Shut down. Motion. Check. 25. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And now Watson throws another interception. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
1st down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
29 is the Mike. 24. I got it. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got it.
From the gun, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
Watson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Watson looks to throw again. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
They'll take over.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll find Akins there, complete.
Watson.
7 yards to pick up there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
37-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Reset. I'm coming.
One last throw here for Watson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the